What is happening, guys? I'm N64 Joshua. We just got done watching the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational, and I gotta tell you, it was amazing. It was so much fun. If you missed it, make sure to go check out the highlight on Nintendo's YouTube channel because it's definitely worth watching. There was some great, just incredible speed runs, watching the competitors figure out the puzzles, things like that. It was a ton of fun. And I had people in my chat saying, hey, why doesn't Nintendo do this more regularly? And I agree. I think it would be a great way to market this game. Like, keep these competitions going. And if we can get the ability to do like private matches and things like that, I know the community is clamoring for that. Maybe we can even put these on ourselves, which I think would be a blast. I would love to create stages that you guys, the community, could then play and compete against each other, and it really could be fun. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to see something like that. Now, the other thing that the chat was saying is like, this feels like watching The Wizard. So if you guys are familiar with that, it's a movie from back in '89. It was the first time Super Mario Bros. 3 was showcased. If you grew up during that time, you know how much hype there was, and believe me, there was so much hype. There was so much hype. I begged and begged and begged my parents to take me to go see this movie. Sadly, I actually didn't watch it until just a couple of years ago. But it is like a 2-hour-long NES commercial, and it ends with a Super Mario 3 competition, very similar to what we watched today. And so today's Invitational, it was broken down into 3 parts. The first round was a speed run. We got to see the Dragon Feeny go against Yellow Killer Bee, and it was really cool just to see how each of them took on the stage. And then Abdullah versus the Completionist had to go second, but Nintendo did not want them seeing the stage, so they put these really goofy blindfolds on. They had a Mario and a Luigi mask that they had to wear. They also put noise-canceling headphones on so they couldn't hear or see anything, so they had to go into it completely blind. The Dragon Feeny ended up winning and setting the fastest time for the first round. The second round was a co-op stage, and the players had to really work together, and they were neck and neck for a while there, and then the Dragon Feeny and Yellow Killer Bee got caught up on one part trying to hit the switches correctly. And now there's so much pressure and everything when you're playing in front of that many people. I can only imagine just the nerves and everything. But Abdullah and the Completionist were able to win the second round, which eliminated the Dragon Feeny and Yellow Killer Bee, and then they went on to compete against each other in these 4 mini stages, followed up by a final stage, and the Completionist actually won 2 of those and got a 3-second head start against Abdallah. And so commentators were thinking that those 3 seconds might be enough for the Completionist to get the win, but the level ended up being quite difficult, and there were a few times that like some jumps were barely completed. They were swinging through the claw section, and honestly, I was surprised that a few of the jumps were actually made. But hey, it turned out the final fight with Bowser was also pretty crazy because they had to drop spikes on him, and it was a crazy number of spikes. I think they hit up to like 12 spikes before he was finally defeated. Abdallah was able to take home the crown, first place. He got awarded a really cool looking trophy, as you can see here, and that wrapped up the Mario Maker 2 Invitational. I will leave a link down below to the entire Invitational, so if you want to watch it, you'll be able to. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope we see more of this stuff. So let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'll see you at E3 this week. Later, guys.